So let's take this on. It's an important issue. We can speak now to Mandeep O'Brien in Port Sudan. She's UNICEF's country representative. Mandeep, so the eyes of the world, of course, have been elsewhere, but at the same time, I think it's the largest child displacement crisis anywhere, and it's unfolding there in Sudan. Tell us more about the scale of what's going on.
Thank you for having me. First of all, this is a generational catastrophe. Sudan is experiencing a humanitarian catastrophe of epic proportions. It's a young country, half of the population are children. That's 24 million children who have not caused the war, but are bearing the heaviest brunt. Second, over 3.5 million children have been forced to flee their homes over the last 9 months, making Sudan record the world's largest child displacement. Third, close to 20 million children who should be in schools are not in schools, albeit a few efforts in certain localities. Can you imagine what is the future of this country in terms of learning and earning capabilities? We estimate if this catastrophe continues, Sudan will be facing a net lifetime earning loss of $26 billion. Health and nutrition is sharply on the decline for kids. We're talking about over 3.5 million children under 5 years of age suffering from acute malnutrition, again making Sudan one of the highest in the world on acute malnutrition.
It's an appalling situation, isn't it? So Mandeep, just tell us more about what efforts are being made to try and alleviate the situation, if it's even possible for aid to get in there.
Well, since the war, we have, as UNICEF, wider UN and humanitarian partners, many of us have stayed and we continue to deliver for children. We're doing the best we can. So over the 9 months, for example, as UNICEF, together with partners, we've been able to reach 6.4 million children and families with urgently needed health supplies. We've screened close to 6 million kids for malnutrition and are providing life-saving treatment to 300,000 kids. But we need to do much more. We've been able to fly in over 12,000 metric tons of life-saving supplies, which have been distributed across the board in both hotspot states and non-hotspot. But a lot more needs to be done. The sheer numbers and scale that I spoke about of this crisis is catastrophic.
I suppose the bottom line, sorry to jump in, but the bottom line is there really needs to be a ceasefire.
Absolutely. The toll this war is taking on children is unthinkable. And Sudan needs world's attention. It's not just a forgotten crisis, it's an abandoned crisis. This fighting has to stop now. We need humanitarian ceasefire now. Children need peace. And Sudan cannot wait for this. Children need to be the heartbeat of the ongoing political process that should and must find a political solution now. The catastrophe cannot wait any longer.